Gonna have to move your equipment. I got a delivery to make. What are you, deaf? I said you're gonna have to move your...
I heard what you said.
The Ares S&W 6.8 2-inch CO2 revolver is a spectacular nod to its real steel counterpart and stands out in a busy crowd of airsoft revolvers. This is mainly down to its stunning silver finish. And unlike most airsoft revolvers on the market, this bad boy sports real wooden grips, which gives it that deluxe look and feel. Its genuine walnut wood pistol grips features finely textured anti-slip patterns for a secure hold, while the grip compartment houses a slot for loading a CO2 capsule. The revolver also comes with 6 357 style BB cartridges. It also features a hop-up system and has a satisfying weight that makes you feel like you are handling the real deal, not to mention how smoothly the cylinder spins, which sometimes falls short on other airsoft models. However, as amazing as this model is, there is always somebody, I shall mention no names, who will have something negative to say about it.
I'll tell you what I don't like about this.
And there it is.
There's no trades.
This is another Airsoft Mike production.
I really wish somehow Ares could have, done a deal and got the real steel trades on there. I mean, apart from that, oh my gosh, how stunning is this Airsoft revolver? Oh my gosh. So, if you know my channel, you already know what my all-time favourite Airsoft revolver is. Mate, if this doesn't come joint first place, do you know what? It's going to be a very close second. If it had the trades on there, ho ho ho. Anyway, people, this is the Ares Smith & Wesson, I should just say S&W because it's not officially licensed or anything, 686 357 Magnum CO2 revolver. And what I love about this, unlike any other revolver in my collection, this baby has real wooden grips. And what I love about it also is that it comes in this almost identical revolver case that the real version comes in. So the real version, the case pretty much looks like this. The only difference being it has the Smith & Wesson logo all over it, whereas this one, pretty much Ares. And I love that it's a case that will take any length of those revolvers, because it doesn't just come in this neat little compact 2-inch barrel. I believe there's a 3.5-inch out there, and I hope there's a 6-inch. Could there be an 8-inch? I don't know. And I love that it comes with these very cool looking pretend 357 Magnum cartridges. They look awesome. Do you know what? I'm going to call it again. Out of all of the revolvers that I have in my collection and their various cartridges, this has gone right to the top of my favourite looking ones. Look at those. So far, if I can just put it out of my mind about the lack of trades, this is an amazing package from an airsoft manufacturer I never knew did revolvers. In fact, they don't do revolvers until this one came along. And boy, they done a good job. So far, they get a point or maximum points for how amazing this looks. They get another bunch of maximum points for the real wood walnut, real wood grips. They get another bucket load of points for those airsoft shells or cartridges that look like you know what. And you get that case. What is there not to love about this so far? Apart from the trades, I really wish they had the trades on there. Anyway, you also get, as you saw, this handy little case. But you get this too, a handy little moon clip, which I will never use. Because if you're anything like me, you love putting in your shells, your cartridges, one by one into the cylinder. But you know, during gameplay, a moon clip is vital. because it enables you for those quick reloads. Right, so there, look how stunning that grip looks. I'm loving the texture you've got on there. It's very fine stippling effect, nice little design. Again, real wood. Look at the grain. This is stunning. And if you wanted to go that bit further, there's nothing stopping you from putting a bit of gloss on there, a bit of varnish, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it exactly how it is. I think that looks amazing. And I love that they've simulated a screw head just there. That doesn't do anything. It's just there to look like the real thing. And then you have this stunning full metal body. So moving along, look at that stunning finish. King Arms, take note please when it comes to your revolvers. Anyway, look at that stunning finish on this Ares revolver. So right there, you have your cylinder release. So when you push it forward, cylinder opens. Standard. But this is Airsoft. So they have incorporated a safety. And what I love about the safety on this revolver is that they've not stamped it on the metal the word safe. It's nowhere to be seen. You basically pull this back and your revolver is on safe. Nice. Absolutely loving that big hammer right there. It's got a bit of texturing on there so you get a good grip when handling it. Of course, this is single and double action. Loving the back strap on this right here. This is all metal. Everything you see here that is silver is metal. Nice. And right there you have your adjustable rear sight. Nice. And there's your front sight. Now if you look along the top of the revolver, to reduce any possible glare from either lighting or daylight, they've got these serrations running all the way along. Nice. And I love the serrations you've got right on the back there too. Again, reduces any glare. Man, look at that beautiful cylinder. Listen, I wasn't having a dig at King Arms. Well, I was. It's funny that their primaries are beautiful, stunning, beautiful finishes. But I don't know what it is with King Arms and their revolvers, especially their silver ones. The finish on them are just, ugh. But anyway, back to this Ares. Look how stunning that cylinder is. But does it sing? Oh, she sings. Oh, hello, Beyonce. And of course, there's your little ejector rod, and there's your trigger guard, and that beautifully wide trigger. Can we just take in the beauty of this thing at this angle, just for a few seconds? And of course, this little bad boy is hop-up adjustable, which you would do right there in that little hole in front of that screw head. There's the other side of that gorgeous grip, and can we just appreciate how ergonomical it is? Those grooves, I've already held it in my hand, very comfortable and very heavy. This thing isn't too far off the real thing. Now, it is CO2, so I already know it's going to be nice and powerful, but will it just about fall underneath or just below the permitted gameplay sight limits? I don't know, we'll see. Right, so before I put the CO2 or any of the cartridges in, let's check out the weight, because I believe this is very close to the weight of the real thing. So the real thing, I believe, is about 34 or 35 ounces. Here's the Airsoft version. There you go. And the real one is around the 1 kilo. Just under, I think it's like 0.9 something something. Let's have a look at the Airsoft version in kilograms. There you go, 0.865. Nice. Right, so another cool thing about this Ares revolver, it's almost as if Ares looked at other manufacturers' revolvers and said, yeah, nah, we're not going to do that. We want this to look authentic, apart from the trades. Yeah, but look, most, if not all, Airsoft revolvers will always have a finger groove cut out in the base or somewhere on the grip so you can prise it off. Ares hasn't done that. Now, of course, they still have to have a hex screw there because, you know, CO2 and everything Cool, blimey, look at that beautiful stippling. But anyway, yeah, I love that they've not put a finger groove anywhere. Now, you may be thinking, surely that means it's going to be difficult to take this off. I'm not going to explain anything. Just watch. And I've got gloves on. So, it's this side of the pistol that the grip comes off. I've got gloves on. Oh, no, wait, look. Just so that you can see there's no trickery going on here. It is fully on, so I've not tried to take it off a little. You're watching this live, as it were, with gloves. Hello. And you know who your uncle is.
Bob.
And neither does that mean they come off easily. They don't. Trust me, I've got nothing to gain to try and pull the wool over your eyes. I bought this baby. I'm absolutely in love with it. If I find anything on it I don't like, I will tell you. And I'm telling you now, these beautiful grips are on there firmly and it is easy to take off. Granted, I've got a little bit of a nail on that finger under the glove, but come on. Another cool thing, apart from that cool metal interior you've got going there, they supply you with a tool fitted in right there. How handy and tactical is that? Come on, this really is ticking all the boxes for me so far. Again, I love how Aries has done this. Yes, with others, you get a little key incorporated inside the actual grip of the pistol or some other way of doing things, or you get nothing and you have to find a tool yourself to try and open it up and install the CO2 and everything, but not with this baby. Just loosen that up a little bit just to give the CO2 a little room. But you know what? So far, as I said before, my only negative so far about this revolver is that there are no trades on there. I wonder if my next negative is going to be, she sings, is going to be the power. Is it going to be too powerful for gameplay, like most CO2 revolvers are? So as you can see there, I've got the BBs in these beautiful 357 Magnum looking cartridges. I just love how these look. They're all metal, apart from the very tip, which is a nice grey. I much prefer this to those brown ones you get on another brand. But on this one, they're grey, the tips are rubber, they hold the BBs in nicely, but not too tightly. See, this is why I don't use a moon clip. This is so satisfying. Oh, she spins nice. Okay, way too hot for gameplay. Let's see what the average is. Now, I say that. Someone made a point the other day in one of my other videos. If you were an Airsoft sniper, you would get away with those sort of figures, depending on where you are and what country and everything. But yeah, I don't know if that's a valid defense, but here's the... Come on. Right, there we go. Here's the average. And it averaged out at what you would want it to do consistently, which there you can call that 338. But as you can see there, the first couple of shots, a little low. Shot 2, getting better. Shot 3 is where we really want it to be. And then shot 4 upwards to 6. Too hot for gameplay.
Nice.
Okay, let's have a look at this. So the first shot was me thinking I was a sure shot, and you know, I've done so many revolvers and everything, let's just casually point to the target and pull the trigger. And then that happened. So I gave my head a wobble, concentrated, and as you can see there, you've got a nice set of groupings, and look at that.
Perfect. Perfect.
So there you go, people. What a beautiful nod to the real steel Smith & Wesson 686 revolver. Again, I wish it had the trades. I know I keep going on about it. And I'm also aware that you can get certain companies to put the trades on there for you. You know, aftermarket. But it would have been nice if somehow Aries, you know, got that license. Or had a word with Cybergun. But anyway, that aside, this really, I tell you what, if this didn't exist in the airsoft world, that would be my absolute favourite airsoft revolver of all time. Because, as you know, I've got a lot of airsoft revolvers and I am in love with this one. But my love for this one is undying. So you know what? You come second place. You take the silver medal. However, if I had to put you in your own category for short-barreled airsoft revolvers, you are number one. The Aries S&W 686 2-inch CO2 revolver. Thanks for watching.